top of the balls. All it takes is a little gust of wind, eh? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 of the 2024 Little League Intermediate Provincial Championships. My name is Jacob Ewing, as we're moments away
Whitecaps.
from first pitch.
Number 9, Luca Lasante,
Here between the Oakville Whitecaps and the Timmins Lynx. It will be the Whitecaps batting first, as they are the away team, so we are off and underway. Here we had game number 1 earlier, where the Colts took a demanding win over the Canada Cubs. And this will be our final game today for game number 1 of our week-long tournament. That one's going to be chopped right to the mound. The throw from the first base is there in time to get a quick out number 1 after pitch number 1. And so that will be a quick one down, 2 to go for Timmins as they get a quick out.
Starting pitcher, number 11, Henry Cantor.
So Kellen LaRochelle at the mound for Timmins to lead things off. And at the plate right now is Henry Cantor. He takes strike number 1 as that one finds the far side of the plate. So he'll start this count off 0-1 for Henry's first at-bat here in this game, as both these teams are looking to get their first win here in this tournament. As you know, you'll have to perform well in pool play if you want to seed well going into the couple final bracket days. And so it was down in the dirt, so that was a ball. Henry just trying to get things started off right here for the Whitecaps and try to get on base. Pitch delivered. That one's going to be high. That will also be a ball. So Henry squares back up. Pitch winds up and delivers. That one will be down. Couldn't find the zone. We have another ball here. And so there's 3 balls to Henry's name. One more would spell a walk and given a first. We'll have to. Kellen at the mound has to be careful. Delivers that one too far inside for ball number 4. And Henry will start things off for the Whitecaps with a walk. Still they have 1 out and a runner on first.
Now batting for Oakville, number 24, Talon Harvey.
Picks up Talon Harvey to the plate now, and he's just going to try to advance his runner into a scoring position as he's over at first. So Talon will step into the box and we'll get his first at-bat of this game underway. It's a beautiful sunny day here at Veterans Field. Yesterday night it was a little rainy, but thankfully it didn't stay, and it's supposed to be pretty nice all week long, hopefully, fingers crossed. And so they test the runner at first, and that ball just got away from the first baseman, so he'll be safe and sound. So Talon trying to advance his runner. You hear the dugout of the Whitecaps getting rowdy. So time will be called. And he'll step back into the box and we'll get this at-bat resumed. They're going to test him at first again. He'll slide back there easily. That's attempt number 2 of trying to pick him off. But he's safe and sound at first. So Talon will try to settle back into his at-bat. We'll see what Harvey can do here. Pitch delivered by Kellen. That one's going to be high for a ball. So Talon slowly but surely getting through his at-bat. We'll see if Kellen can try to get into something. Runner's going to go from first to second. Are they going to try to pick him off? They're not. They're going to take a strike, though, against Talon Harvey. And they're not going to try to pick him off at second. So Henry Cantor advances himself into a scoring position over at second base. We'll see if the Whitecaps can work with this with only 1 out. Talon getting deeper and deeper in his count. It's going to pop that one up right to the shortstop. He's going to call everybody off and get the easy out off the pop fly. And so runner will not advance from second, as it was not deep enough at all, as this is an infield catch.
Number 4, Austin Park.
Brings up number 4, Austin Park, to the plate, and we'll see what Austin can do here. He's got a runner in scoring position over at second, but 2 outs. He's got to be careful. That one's going to be way high, and that'll be ball number 1 for Austin Park's first at-bat. Kellen trying to get into this game. Runner's going to steal third. That one's going to be hit, though, right to the second baseman. The scoop and the throw to first is there in time for out number 3. And that will do it for the top of the first inning. They leave runners at second. The Whitecaps couldn't convert on it.
Top of the first on no hits, no runs, 1 left on base. The score is 0-0 with Timmins coming up to bat. Pitch count for La Rochelle was 11 pitches.
And so we'll head to the bottom of the first, still 0-0 at pitch count.
Oh, you're going to have to get a runner for it. Maybe ask maybe one of the coaches of Kingston up there. Maybe you might be able to.
And nonetheless, it will be an opportunity for the Lynx to take to the plate and, well, get their offense going as they kept it scoreless in the top of the first. And we'll see what they can do here. This is the first time this whole tournament we've seen both these teams. So slowly but surely seeing everybody. We saw, as I said, Canada and Kingston in our first game today. And then tomorrow we'll see, I believe, our 5th and final team, the Orleans Red Sox, and see what they can bring to this tournament. Yeah, it should be an amazing week of baseball that will all be streamed live right here on the Kingston Baseball Association YouTube channel. You won't want to miss any of the action. If you're watching from another team's perspective, trying to scout out some opponents, or just, you know, maybe a supporter or a parent or a guardian, just trying to watch trying to support somebody on the field. We'll see who's going to start on the mound for the Whitecaps. Looks to be number 11, Henry Cantor, will be the starting pitcher for the Whitecaps here. As we'll get the bottom of the first inning underway here. As to lead things off will be Chris Schwartz.
Leading off for Timmins, number 34, Chris Schwartz.
So we'll see what Schwartz can do here. If he could try to get the offense going here early for Timmins, as we'll wait pitch number 1 from Henry. He delivers. That one's going to be off the plate for ball number 1. So we'll move into a 1-0 count to kick off this at-bat. Henry delivers the next one. Good contact right into left field. We'll see if he can get it under it. A diving effort ends up in the glove for out number 1. A beautiful catch by the left fielder to deny the base hit. As that was Cameron Parker who was able to lay out the body and get the catch on that one.
Now riding for Timmins, number 44, Jack LaRochelle.
That's a beautiful way to start the defensive efforts from the Whitecaps with a beautiful catch by the left fielder, Cameron. But we'll move on in the order. Brings up Jack LaRochelle up to the plate for his first at-bat of this game. Both teams just trying to get settled in. Swing and a miss. Will be a strike against him. Couldn't find contact. 0-2. Opportunity for a strikeout here if Henry can deliver one more. Fires and finds it. Strike number 3 and out number 2. So 2 down, 1 to go here for the Whitecaps
now
in the outfield.
Kellen LaRochelle.
I'll bring up Kellen LaRochelle, who pitched the first inning for the Lynx, and he'll take his first at-bat at the plate. Henry delivers pitch number 1. Takes that one inside for ball number 1. He'll kick this count off 1-0. As the Whitecaps have looked very good out in the field so far. See if they could try to get out of this inning with a 3-up, 3 down. That one will be fouled off, so Howell will count against a strike against Kellen. And we'll resume back at the plate. 1-1 count called from the ump. Pitch delivered by Henry down the middle. That'll be strike number 2. And an opportunity for the strikeout to end the bottom of the first inning. We'll see if Henry can find it or if Kellen can try to defend anything off over the plate. Henry delivers. That one will be off the plate for a ball. Good eye there by Kellen not to pull the trigger. It's 2-2 is the count. Henry fires the pitch away. Kellen's going to foul that one off to protect it. And so he'll stay in this at-bat at 2-2. And so Kellen will step back into the box and just try to get on base here as the Lynx still have no runners on any bases with 2 outs. So just trying to get the offense going for Timmins. We'll see if Henry can finish it off, though. All he needs is one more strike, and that one will be down in the dirt for a ball. And we'll move to a full count here with Kellen Lachelle's first at bat. So 3-2, and a huge next pitch incoming for Oakville. Henry delivers, swing and a miss, strike number 3. And 3 up, 3 down for the Whitecaps out in the field. We'll do it for the bottom of the first inning. We'll head to the top of the second inning, still tied up at 0-0 apiece.
In the bottom of the first, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Score remains 0-0.
And
Pitch count for Cantor was 12 pitches. 12 pitches.
And so the Whitecaps will take back to the plate and try to get their offense going. And, well, try to break through the scoreless drought we still have. Still tied up at 0-0 apiece. So we'll see what they can do in just a few moments' time before we get back undergoing here in our Little League Provincial Tournament. I believe this is U12, and I believe leading things off, we'll take a look here. I believe it might be number 14, Gavin O'Brien for the Whitecaps. We'll confirm just in a moment's time. So we'll get back underway here in the top of the second inning, as it will be number 14, Gavin O'Brien, to lead things off.
Oakville, Gavin O'Brien, the right fielder.
So Gavin's first at bat here in this game, up against Kellen La Rochelle. First pitch from La Rochelle will be strike number 1, as that one just catches the outside of the strike zone. And so Gavin O'Brien will go down 0-1 in the count, as the Whitecaps try to get on base here and give them something to work with. That one will just be a bit too far, and will be ball number 1. We'll go to 1-1 now in the count. As Kellen loads and fires, that one will be inside for ball number 2. That one was just by his feet, so we'll go to 2-1 now, calls the ump. As Gavin just trying to find, waiting for a pitch he likes. This one delivered. Likes that one. Couldn't get square contact, though. That's fouled right back in the parking lot. And so that will count against a strike against him. So it's a 2-2 count, and an opportunity for Kellen La Rochelle to find the strikeout here if he can get one more through the strike zone. We'll await it. O'Brien got to protect anything over the plate. La Rochelle delivers. Gets contact, will foul that one off. Again into left field. So he'll stay in it at 2-2. Two count. Kellen, this one delivers, swing and a miss, as that one dropped down in the strike zone rapidly, and he misses on the contact for the strikeout. Out number 1 here.
Number 3, Camden Parker.
In the top of the second inning, brings up number 3, Cameron Parker, who made that diving catch there in the bottom of the first inning. We'll see what he can do from the plate here, though. Kellen delivers pitch number 1. That one will be just a little bit up top of the strike zone, so it'll be ball number 1. Kick off Parker's at bat, 1-0. This one delivers also outside. We'll go to 2-0 now. He couldn't find contact. See, that one which just couldn't find the zone as well. Lachelle already 19 pitches into his game so far. That one delivered, swing and a miss, as that one dropped rapidly. Gets strike number 1, exactly what Kellen needed. Go to 2-1 now. As Parker Waiting for the pitch. That one delivered. That one will find another ball. As it was off the plate, we'll go to 3-1, I believe. An opportunity for a walk if one more ball can come through. Or can La Rochelle stay in it? That pitch delivered. That will be a strike number 2. As that one found all of the strike zone, so we move to a full count now. A huge next pitch incoming. And we'll see what Parker can do here. He's got to be careful. Pitch delivered. Off the plate outside for ball number 4. He'll take a walk over to first. And give them a base runner for the Whitecaps to work with here with only 1 out. Brings up Caden
batting number 21, Caden Fiesta.
Caden Fiesta to the plate here for Fiesta's first at-bat. As he'll just try to advance Parker into a scoring position. All the way pitch number 1 from Kellen La Rochelle. Delivered inside, and he's swinging and a miss for strike number 1. So Fiesta will go 0-1 down in the count. That one was in by the hands, but still couldn't find contact. Taking a look at Parker. Parker doesn't decide to go to second. That one's going to be up high for ball number 1. As Fiesta didn't like that one. I believe they're going to give him second base, maybe off of a balk incident. I believe it will be a balk. As that will advance Cameron Parker to second base and put him in a scoring position. So an opportunity for Fiesta, if he gets a good hit ball, to get the Whitecaps on the board. That one will be ball. That one was down. 2-1 the call from the ump. You hear Oakville getting loud. Pitch delivered, swing and a miss as he reached for that one. Couldn't find contact, moves to 2s across the board, 2-2 count. So Fiesta, gotta be careful, gotta protect anything over the plate. His team's only got 1 out though. Oh, they're gonna try to pick him off at second, and he'll be safe at the bag. As he'll dive back in time. So we'll stay at 2-2. La Rochelle trying to find the strikeout. Can he deliver? That one will be strike number 3 as it does catch the inside of the strike zone. And that'll be the second out here in the top of the second inning. And time will be called just momentarily.
12, Oliver Stackhouse.
Brings up Oliver Stackhouse to the plate now. We'll see what Stackhouse can do here with a runner at second. 2 outs against the Whitecaps right now, so they got to be careful. Pitch delivered. That one's going to be chopped right to second baseman. The scoop and the throw to first is there in time for out number 3 to end the top of the second inning. And so we'll stay at a 0-0 tie.
No runs, no hits, 1 left on base. The score remains 0-0.
So yeah,
pitch count for La Rochelle is 28 pitches.
So La Rochelle with 28 through 2. And just like that, we'll stay at a scoreless drought, 0 apiece for the Lynx and the Whitecaps through 1.5. And we'll go to the bottom of the second with another opportunity for Timmins to take to the plate. And we'll see what they can do. They would love to try to open up the scoring here first as well. It looks like it's going to be a very defensive game as either team have struggled to get on base. And so, taking back to the mound for his second inning of work will be Henry Cantor. And so he'll take a couple warm-up pitches before we get off and underway here, back in the bottom of the second inning. As I believe to lead things off, it will be Tyler Swartz, number 17 of the Timmins Lynx. So, we'll get back and underway here in the bottom of the second inning, and it will be Tyler Swartz to lead things off here for the Lynx.
For Timmins, number 17, Tyler Swartz.
So we'll see what Swartz can do here. try to start things off successfully for Timmins. He would love to get on base and give them something to work with as we'll await pitch number 1 from Henry. Will find the strike zone for strike number 1, so we'll start off with an 0-1 count for Tyler Schwartz's first at-bat here, hitting cleanup for the Lynx. That pitch delivered. Good contact right into left field. We'll see if it stays fair or it might find a gap. And it does drop, and it will be a fair ball. And so I don't think Tyler realized it right away, so he's going to go to second. He's going to try to get there in time. And he's called out at the bag. A great throw by the left fielder. And the tag is applied before he gets there in time, and so the hesitation at first catches him at second just a bit too late. And so that will be out number 1. As Tyler couldn't get the second in time, we'll move in the order.
11, Dave Cook.
Be number 11, Dave Cook, up to the plate now. Pitch number 1 delivered, be way inside. He'll take ball number 1 as he had to back up to get away from that one. So we'll start off this count 1-0. So 1-0 count for Cook's first at-bat here in this game. Pitch delivered by Henry. Strike number 1 as that one found the strike zone with a swing and a miss. As Henry Cantor trying to get out of this inning with another scoreless one. That pitch delivered also finds the strike zone. Strike number 2. He seems to be curving these ones in there. It's a 1-2 count, an opportunity for Cantor to find a strikeout here, and it would be his first here in the bottom of the second. We'll see if Cook can defend against it. He can't as he gets caught looking for strike number 3. And they'll be out number 2 here in the bottom of the second inning. So 2 down, 1 to go here for the Whitecaps. As all they'll need is one more. So we'll bring up number 88, Skylar.
Skylar Kashigan.
Skylar Kashigan.
Am I close?
So this will be Skylar's first at-bat here in this game. And he's got no runners on any bases, so he's going to have to do, if he's going to want to make something happen, he's going to have to do it himself, or at least start it off himself. Cantor. Pitch number 1. Strike number 1 as that one finds the strike zone.
Pitch 19 for Cantor, pitch number 19.
As Cantor hits pitch number 19 in his pitch count. So we'll start this count off 0-1. Next pitch delivered, swung on and missed, as he didn't have enough length on the bat there to get contact. We'll go 0-2 here early on, and an opportunity for Cantor to end the inning if he can find one more. He delivers. That one will be down in the dirt for ball number 1. Good eye there by Skylar to not take a swing there. We'll start this 1-2. So Cantor, an opportunity to find another 3 up, 3 down inning. It's a 1-2 count. Delivers. That one will be foul tipped back, so he'll stay in it. As he just gets contact on that one, we'll stay at 1-2. As he's just protecting anything over the plate. Next pitch delivered. He'll get contact on that one. It'll be a slow chopper right to the mound. The throw to first is there in time for the 3 up, 3 down inning once more, as we'll head to the top of the third. Still tied up at 0-0, and it's been a quick one so far through 2.
Nobody left on base, no errors. Score remains 0-0. Pitch count for Cantor is 23 pitches.
This is looking quite the opposite of what we had our first game. Our very first game of the day was super offensive. This one, well, it's still 0-0, and it's going to be a battle of the defensive side of the ball for both these teams. I'm going to guess it's going to be a low-scoring effort. If we can ever break through this draw first, maybe get a couple of runs, might have a big upper hand moving into later stage of this game, as we're already in the top of the third inning, only 25 minutes into this one. And so it will be Kellen Lacherelle at the mound for his third inning of work here. And so we'll get the top of the third inning underway here. Leading things off will be Nick Badenhorst.
Leading off for Oakville, Nick Badenhorst.
So we'll see what Nick can do here with his first at-bat of this game. Pitch delivered by Kellen. That will be up high for ball number 1. And that one couldn't find the strike zone. So we'll start this count off 1-0 for Badenhorst. Pitch number 2 delivered. That one's going to be inside. Ooh, it's going to catch the strike zone. As Nick backed away from that one, thinking it was way inside, but it's going to be strike 1 nonetheless. We'll go for a 1-1 count. Next one delivered. That one's going to be inside for sure this time. That will be a ball, so we'll go 2-1 now off the inside pitch. So Nick taking a couple balls here early on. This one delivered. He's going to get contact. It's going to be popped up and fouled way back. And so that will count against a strike against him. Go to 2-2 now. An opportunity for Kellen Lasharelle to find a strikeout here. And it would be his first here in the top of the third inning. We'll see if he can make it happen or if Badenhorst can battle in this one. Swing and a miss. Kellen gets it. Strikeout number 1 here for the Lynx in the outfield.
Now batting number 27, Jude Cuss Doyle.
Brings up Jude Dust Doyle to the plate now. We'll see what Dust Doyle can do here with his first at-bat in this game. Kellen's been on fire so far. We'll see if Jude can break through. He's going to go for a bunt. It will stay fair as it just goes to the right of the third base line, and he gets to first in time. Beats the throw from the pitcher, and just like that, exactly what the Whitecaps needed, a runner on base. Gives them something to work with here with only 1 out. And so we'll see if they can try to advance him into a scoring position. This brings up Ben Mundy up to the plate. And so if he can try to advance Jude, who's over at first now, into a scoring position, it would be huge for Oakville.
It's $58 and come to the table.
So we'll see what Mundy can do here. So we'll await the pitch. Runner's going to go to second, and he will get there in time. And a swing and a miss will be also strike number 1. And actually, it's going to be potentially a balk. As he will get to first, so just like that, we'll have runners in a scoring position at second.
Josh Fortin, number 25.
And 1 at first. We'll hit the bottom of the order with Josh Fortin, who takes strike number 1 against him.
For La Rochelle.
So pitch number 36 for La Rochelle. Oh, he's going to test the runner at second as he tried to distract him a little bit, gave him a couple claps over at second. Kellen turned around and fires one at him, so he'll be safe inside of the bag, though. Keep runners at second and first. See what Fortin can do here. He's 0-1 down on the count. Pitch delivered by Kellen will be down in the dirt. And now he's going to get free from the back catcher, so runners are going to advance. And they're both going to go into a scoring position now at third and second. So just like that, a good hit ball, or at least a single, gets the Whitecaps on the board here and breaks through the scoreless drought we have through 2.5. So Kellen's got to be careful here. This pitch delivered. Josh going to get good contact on that one, right to right field. 1 run's going to score. Runner's going to go from second to home. And the tag is not there in time as it got free from the back catcher's glove. And so Josh Fortin gets 2 RBIs and a double. It's a 2-0 Oakville game here in the top of the third inning as they break through the 0-0 tie we had through 2 innings of work.
Now batting number 6, Bruno Frey.
This is huge for the Whitecaps. They're able to get the lead early. We bring up Bruno to the plate now. And so they're going to test runner at second, and that ball's going to get free from the second baseman, but he's not going to advance to third. So he'll be safe at the base. So Bruno with his first at-bat here. Kellen La Rochelle trying to get out of this one. He will get contact. It will be fouled back, though. And so he's going to have a talk with coach here quickly. We'll find out what it is momentarily, but nonetheless. believe they're going to tell the dugout to calm down a little bit, I guess. And so, we'll get back underway here with Bruto's at-bat. Kellen delivers. Now the plate gets free from the back catcher, and the runner's going to go to third, and they'll be safe over at third. And so a base hit scores them another run here if they can find it. I believe with only one out here too in the top of the third. Another opportunity to add to the Whitecaps lead, which would be massive for Oakville. Pitch delivered. That one's going to be popped up. They will have an opportunity to get under it, as it will be fair. Will it get free? That catcher on his knees and in his glove for the out off the pop fly. And so that will be out number 2. 2 down, 1 to go here.
Now batting number 9, Luca Lasante.
As we go back to the top of the order, and Luca Lasante will take to the plate, and he's got a runner at third. We'll love to get him home and add to this Whitecaps lead. Kellen trying to get out of it though. Pitch delivered. That one will be up high for ball number 1. We'll go 1-0 in the count. So Luca gets cheers from the dugout. They really would like to convert on this run. Swing and a miss. As he couldn't find contact. That was his pitch. He had an opportunity to really get good contact on that one. It was straight through the middle of the strike zone. But he'll take a strike. Go 1-1. Pitch delivered. He'll get contact on that one. And I believe that one's going to go way into left field. Foul territory. And so he'll go 1-2 now. And an opportunity for Kellen to end the inning with one more strike if he can get Luca for maybe a swing and a miss or get him looking. Pitch delivered from La Rochelle. Will be a swing and a miss. So pardon me. Still 1-2 here as Luca will step back into the box. We'll await the pitch from Kellen La Rochelle. It's delivered. And that's going to be a ball. Good eye there by Luca to stare it down. It's 2-2 as that one was just outside. So a 2-2 count here against Luca. That one fired in. He's going to get contact, and it's going to find the gap right in between center and left field. One run's going to score from third, and Luca picks himself up an RBI single and makes it a 3-0 Whitecaps game here in the top of the third inning. They've really broken through the scoreless tie we once had.
Henry Cantor.
We bring up Henry Cantor, who pitched the first 2 innings here for the Whitecaps. We'll see what we can do with his second at-bat, though, here at the plate. With a runner at first, going to try to advance Luca into a scoring position. Pitch number 1 delivered. That one will get contact, but it will be fouled off.
Pitch number 48 for La Rochelle. Pitch number 48.
And so we hit pitch number 48 for La Rochelle. And so he's reaching the 50 mark. And Henry will get back to the plate. It's an 0-1 count after that foul ball. So we'll await the pitch. Runner's going to go from first to second. That's Luca, and they're not going to test him. Luca with the wheels gets over to second and is now in a scoring position. A hard hit ball by Cantor adds to their lead. We'll see if they can convert on it, though, or if the Lynx can get out of this inning. As they've already allowed 3. They would love to try to end it here. They're going to test runner at second. He's going to be safe and sound back at the base. So Henry awaits the pitch from Kellen. Kellen delivers. That'll be a ball. Throw to third as runner stealing is called safe at the bag. And so just like that, Luca advances himself from first to third. And now is only a base hit away from adding to this Whitecaps lead. We'll see if they can make it happen. Henry at the plate. A single adds to the tally. Ball again. Good eye by Henry. As there's 3 balls to his name. One more would give him the walk and put runners on the corners. Pitch delivered. Finds strike number 2. And we'll go to 3-2 now. A full count with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning for Henry Cantor's second at-bat here in this game. A huge pitch incoming. We'll see if Kellen can deliver. A swing and a miss. Strike number 3. Gets the 3rd out here and a huge one. Leaves a runner stranded at 3rd base. And they can't add to the tally, but they did get 3 runs.
Score. 1 left on base. Score after 2.5 innings of play. Oakville 3, Timmins 0.
It's a 3-0 Oakville game.
53 pitches.
Going into the bottom of the 3rd inning, brings the Timmins Lynx up to the bat, though, and an opportunity for them to do some damage. And so we'll see the Lynx take to the plate, and well, now they're down by 3, so they got a bit of work to do as we reach just about halfway through this game. And we'll see if they can make it happen as we'll get the bottom of the 3rd inning underway in just a few moments' time. So it will be Henry Cantor back at the mound for his 3rd inning of work.
Here's the winning number for the 50-50 draw, folks. 29777038. If you have the winning ticket, please go to the booth.
So 50-50 announced. But now we get back to the bottom of the 3rd inning here with a 3-0 Whitecaps lead, but an opportunity for the Lynx to do some damage. So it'll be ball number 1. So it'll be Sam Paye to the plate here with his first at-bat in this game. That one will find the strike zone as it just dipped down for strike number 1 against Sam. And so I believe we're in a 1-1 count now. As Henry Cantor's been so phenomenal here at the mound. He looks to continue to do so. That one's down in the dirt for a ball. As Sam didn't decide to swing, so he's got 2 balls and 1 strike to his name here as he just looks to get on base here and try to get something going here for the Lynx. That one's going to be off the plate as it's just outside for ball number 3. So a 3-1 count. 1 more ball would send him to first base with a walk, so Cantor's got to be careful from the mound. We'll see if Sam can make it happen or if Cantor can battle back into it. Pitch delivered. And that's going to be, they're going to count as a swing as he just went over the plate, so that will make it a full count scenario here. From the plate, a huge pitch incoming from Henry at the mound. We'll see what Paye can do here. Pitch delivered, swung on and missed from Sam for out number 1. And the first strikeout here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, delivered by Cantor. Huge start for the Whitecaps out in the field. So 1 down, 2 to go here.
Now batting number 24, Adam Skinner.
Brings up Adam Skinner to the play here as he just looks again on base. Try to get the Timmins offense going. Pitch number 1 delivered, gets contacted, will stay fair. Right up to the 3rd baseman. The throw from 5 to 3 is there in time for out number 2 as they beat Skinner to the first base. And so that'll be a quick 2 outs and an opportunity for, well, the Whitecaps to end the 3rd inning altogether. in a quick fashion.
Number 87, Bryce Ducharme.
Brings Bryce Ducharme up to the plate here. We'll see what Bryce can do. His team's got 2 outs against him, but if he can get on base here, he's got to start the offense going himself with no runners on any bases. We'll see what Ducharme could do here. Cantor trying to have another 3-up, 3-down inning. That'll be ball number 1 as it's just down in the dirt. So we'll start this count off 1-0. Next pitch delivered. Also down. As Ducharme goes up in the count early, it's 2-0 his way. That's Bryce. He's up in the count. Next pitch delivered. Swung on and missed as he liked the look of that one but couldn't find contact.
That's pitch 33 for Cantor, pitch number 33.
As Cantor's 33 pitches into his outing here, and we'll have a 2-1 count. Strike number 2 as that one finds the bottom of the strike zone. So now we're in a 2-0 count. Moments goes now 2-2. Henry, an opportunity with one more strike to end the inning. We'll see if he can make it happen or if Bryce Ducharme could battle in this. That one will be off the plate for ball number 3. We'll move to a full count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Huge pitch incoming from Henry. This one's delivered. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3 and out number 3 to end the bottom of the 3rd inning.
In the bottom of the 3rd, 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Score remains Oakville 3, Timmins 0. Pitch count for Cantor is 36 pitches.
As Henry Cantor has been phenomenal so far for the Whitecaps at the mound. He has through 3 innings and hasn't allowed any runs at all, and I believe maybe even only a couple of hits, maybe even only 1. So we'll see if he comes back out for the bottom of the 4th, but he's been so good so far, and his pitch count is still so low that I wouldn't be surprised if we do see him come back out. But it's a beautiful day for baseball, and if you're new here to the KBA channel, or if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification bell because, well, all your 2024 Little League, Intermediate, Provincial Championships action will be all live here on the Kingston Baseball Association YouTube channel. You will not want to miss any of the action. Catch your favorite teams if they're here in Kingston this week. They'll all be live here, every single game. You won't want to miss it. Please, it means a lot. And just thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. I see the viewer count is pretty good right now. So from wherever you're watching, thank you for sticking along. And well, we're halfway through this game. Still about, well, it goes through 7 innings, so maybe about 3.5 left to go. As we'll get the top of the 4th inning underway now with the Whitecaps taking to the plate. As will be Talon Harvey at the plate here, and he'll take strike number 1.
Talon Harvey, number 24.
As that one caught the outside of the strike zone. So an 0-1 count. This next one delivered down in the dirt. That will be 1-1 as that one was a ball. So Harvey going to step back up to the plate. He's kicking things, he's leading things off here for the Whitecaps in the top of the 4th. So well, he's got to start the damage off himself. Good hit there, rips that one right in the left field, and will be at least a single base for him. He'll stay at first, and that's a single to lead things off for the Whitecaps. Gets Harvey at first, and brings up
for Oakville number 4, Austin Park.
Brings up cleanup hitter Austin Park, and Park, well, he's got a runner to work with at first. Just trying to advance him into a scoring position. We'll see what Park can do here. La Rochelle still at the mound for Timmins. That one's going to be hit right into center field. We'll see if they can get under it or if it will find the gap. Oh, a collision out there by the center fielder and the right fielder. A miscommunication by the two will let Harvey get all the way to 3rd. All the way from 1st, and well, a dangerous play there as the center fielder and the right fielder collided heavy, both going for that ball. And you see, I believe that's the center fielder taking a knee out there. As we all hope he's okay. That was a heavy collision. It happens all the time in baseball, a miscommunication and off of a fly ball right into outfield. And so we'll see if he's okay, as he looks to be making his way off the field. Slowly but surely, it looks maybe holding his left leg. So of course we hope he's okay, and we'll have number 35 come out to the outfield to take his spot. And so we'll get this game back underway here. Runners in the corners now after that play.
Number 14, Gavin O'Brien.
It will be number 14, Gavin O'Brien, coming up to the plate with an opportunity to convert on a run. As all he needs is a single with a runner over at third. We'll see if he can make it happen. La Rochelle delivers that one. O'Brien gonna pop that one right out to in between center and left field. Ooh, and another. That one finds the gap between the two. One run's gonna score. And runner Austin Park is going to get all the way to third. It's going to be a RBI double for Gavin O'Brien as the Whitecaps make it a 4-0 game there. As that one also found the gap between center and left field. And almost very, very close, another collision. But they do miss each other,
Now
thankfully. But some miscommunication out there, it seems to be, in the outfield for Timmins. They got to clean that up. And so next up will be Cameron Parker up to the plate here. He'll foul that one back for strike number one. He'll go 1 down to the count as Kellen and La Rochelle getting deeper and deeper into this pitch count here. You gotta think maybe if that's affecting him. So we'll start this count off 0-1 for Parker. Pitch delivered off the plate. That'll be ball number 1. But 2 runners in scoring positions here. If Parker can get a good rip on it, it would be crucial for the Whitecaps as they can extend their lead to over 5 potentially. Oh, and that looked like a good one down the middle, but he'll foul it off and put 2 strikes to his name. And so he's got to be careful here. Kellen an opportunity to find a strikeout if he can get one more through the strike zone. La Rochelle winds up and delivers. Good hit by Parker. Goes right to the second baseman. Throw to first is there in time. 1 run will score though. So it'll be a sacrifice play by Parker. He's out at first, but the Whitecaps do get a run and he'll pick himself up an RBI nonetheless. And so it's a 5-0 Whitecaps game. Brings Caden Fiesta up to the plate now in a 5-0 game going the Whitecaps' way. Pitch delivered will be ball number 1 as that one was up high. So a 1-0 count to kick off Fiesta's second at bat in this game. They're going to test him at third. And he's going to be safe and sound there in time. The third baseman going to give a good look at him. Make sure he stays there. But O'Brien will be safe at third. A single scores him another run. We'll see if Fiesta can convert on an RBI. Next pitch delivered. That's going to find the top of the strike zone and be a strike against
pitch number 63 for La Rochelle. 63.
It's now 63 pitches into Kellen's performance here in this game. He's getting deep and deep into this pitch count. But Fiesta trying to take advantage of it. Pitch delivered. Swung on and missed. And so that will be, I believe, strike number 2. So he's got to be careful here. I believe it's a 1-2 count called from the ump. An opportunity for La Rochelle to find a strikeout here, which will be huge for the Lynx. They're just trying to get out of this inning. They've allowed 2 already. It's a 5-0 game now. Takes that one outside, away ball. Go to eye there by Caden. Not to take a swing at that one. We'll go to 2s across the board, 2-2 count. As Fiesta just trying to find something in play. But La Rochelle trying to shut him down. Pitch delivered, swung on and missed. Strike number 3. To find the strikeout is huge for Kellen La Rochelle. And the Lynx are trying to get out of this inning. Brings up Oliver Stackhouse to the plate.
Now batting number 12, Oliver Stackhouse.
We'll see what Stackhouse could do here. With a runner at third, another opportunity to get O'Brien home. Pitch number 1 by La Rochelle. Good contact that's going to be just popped up. We'll see if the left fielder can get to it. And he can't. It will actually drop just before he is able to reach to it. And so the Whitecaps get a run. And that will be Oliver Stackhouse will get an RBI single. And it's a 6-0 Oakville lead in the top of the 4th inning. And another opportunity.
Now batting number 15, Nick Badenhurst.
Brings Nick Badenhurst up to the plate, and with a runner at first, just going to look to advance him. But the Lynx really need to get out of this inning. They've allowed 3 now as they're starting to, well, the runs are starting to kind of bleed through as they're just trying to add up over and over and over again. So if you're Timmins, you need to find some sort of momentum here, but they still have a few innings to try to do so. Runner's going to still second, and it was a slow start, but he still decides to go. And while La Rochelle at the mound, it looked like he got an eye on him before he went. I mean, as he was taking off, but just didn't turn to second to make the throw happen. That one will be down there, will be a ball. And so he'll be safe at second base in a scoring position. Badenhurst gets contact right to right field, and it will get down right before the outfielder. Runner's going to go around third, and he's going to get home safe and sound with not even a throw in sight to test him. It's a 7-0 Oakville game here in the top of the 4th inning as the runs are just adding up. As Nick Badenhurst picks himself up an RBI single, he'll be over at first base. Brings up Jude
Now batting number 27,
Doyle.
Jude Cuss Doyle.
We'll see what Jude can do here. This runner's just going to go to second. Not even a look, as he knew he was safe and sound. So a free base for Badenhurst. And, well, if the Timmins Lynx didn't even take a look at him, they just let him run, and he went off super early. But La Rochelle didn't want to pick him off. Good contact, trapped right to La Rochelle. Throw to first is there in time. And that will do it. Out number 3 off the chop to the mound to end the top of the 4th inning. The Whitecaps add 4 runs to their tally.
Whitecaps score 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error with 1 left on base. After 3.5 innings of play, the score now is 7, Oakville, Timmins 0.
This was a 7-0 game as we head into the
Pitch
bottom of the
count for
4th
La Rochelle
inning.
is 71 pitches.
And it will be the Lynx takes back to the bats. And if they're going to want to get their offense going, they've got to start it almost now. You do not want to leave any of your offense to the later stage of the game.
Count is 36.
And so La Rochelle through 4 is at 71. And while you can see his counterpart, Henry Cantor, the starting pitcher for the Whitecaps, only at 36. Mind you, La Rochelle does have an extra inning of work. And so the Lynx need some offense, and they almost need it now. It's not a do or die, but, well, it kind of almost seems so. As the Whitecaps are up by 7-0 now. And I believe if the Whitecaps can defend any sort of offense and the Lynx score 3, I believe it's a 10-run mercy rule in the 5th inning. And, well, as you can see, the Whitecaps already at 7, and maybe their trajectory could be that if they do make this a scoreless inning. So the Lynx have got to step up their game as they'll step up to the plate, and we'll get the bottom of the 4th inning underway here. Leading things off will be Blake Theron.
Now batting for Timmins,
Take strike
Blake
number 1.
Tedier.
Blake Terrien takes strike number 1 with a swing and a miss. We'll go 0-1 down on the count. Good start there by Henry. Terrien in his first at bat of this game. Go strike number 2, gets caught looking. It's an 0-2 count now. Early lead here for Henry at the mound. We'll see if he can finish him off, or if Blake can stay in it. He's got to foul anything over the plate off. We'll see what he can do. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. And the first strikeout here. 3 quick pitches delivered by Henry at the mound to deliver the first strikeout. It's a 1 down, 2 to go here
Now
in the bottom of the
Chris
4th inning.
Schwartz.
We go back to the top of the order to Chris Schwartz. And hopefully this could get some offense going here for the Lynx. We'll wait for pitch number 1 from Henry. Delivered. Ball number 1 as that one's off the plate. So we'll start this count off 1-0. Next pitch delivered. Good contact. Gets through the second baseman. And so runner will go to first. So Chris Schwartz gets the runners going here for Timmins. He'll take the first base and give the Lynx something to work with here, which is
Now batting
huge.
number 44, Jack LaRochelle.
For Timmins, it brings up Jack LaRochelle. We'll see what Jack could do here. Trying to advance the runner over at first into a scoring position. And a big opportunity as the Lynx want to get through the scoreless drought they've had through 3.5. Runner's going to go to second, and he'll be safe and sound as Schwartz puts on the Jets to get to second base. And so resume play back at the play here. Pitch delivered by Henry will be ball as well as that one was off the plate, so it'll be 2 balls and no strikes. And Jack LaRochelle's second at bat of this game. Cantor delivers that one. Contact, will it stay fair? It's out in right field. And it is going to be called fair as that one does stay on the base path. And so runner's going to go all the way to third and put runners in the corners. That's a great hit there that had a lot of spin up by Jack LaRochelle. Stays fair. And a
Now
huge
batting number
opportunity.
99, Kellen LaRochelle.
With only 1 out, brings up Kellen LaRochelle. Jack's looks to be brother. As he pitched the first 4 innings here for Timmins. We'll see what he can do here with his second at-bat, though, at the plate. Runners in the corners. Huge opportunity for Timmins. If they want to do some damage, all it would take is a single. First pitch from... That's going to be hit right past the first baseman, so a run will score successfully for Timmins. That ball is going to go to the hands of the right fielder and allow Jack LaRochelle to go to third, and it's going to get 3 free past the third baseman. And so maybe back-to-back errors gets Jack LaRochelle home as the right fielder lost that one in his grasp. And then the throw to third was way off. And so 2 runs score for the Lynx. It's a 7-2 game now. Only 5 runs separate the two. And a runner at second as Kellen able to deliver in a huge moment. Gets himself 2 RBIs and a double. Brings up Tyler Schwartz to the plate now. And now he's going to hit that one right to the second baseman. The scoop and the throw is there successfully. But the big news is that they got the runner to third. And so a single scores them another run, which would be huge again for Timmins. We'll see if they can deliver.
Now batting, Dave Cook.
Brings up number 11, Dave Cook. Now see what Cook can do here. Henry delivers, swing and a miss, strike number 1. Go 0-1 in the count. Next one's in there, takes a swing and a miss again.
That's pitch 48 for Cantor, pitch 48.
And that'll be strike number 2, so an 0-2 count with a runner at third here for Dave Cook's second at-bat of this game. He would love to get some contact, but he's 0-2 down. He's got to be careful. Pitch delivered, swing and a miss, strike number 3. And that will do it. That is going to be out number 3. And we'll end the bottom of the 4th inning. The Lynx leave a runner at third, but
And
nonetheless,
the bottom
a
of the
huge 2
fourth,
runs
2
for Timmins.
3 hits, 1 left on base. The score now is Oakville 7, Timmins 3. Pitch count for Cantor is 49 pitches.
So Henry Cantor, 49 pitches through 4 innings. And, well, a beautiful 4 innings from him, only allowing 2 runs, and both those 2 runs coming in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll see the Whitecaps, though, take back to the plate an opportunity to extend their lead as well. It was 7 runs, and now it's only 5 the difference as the Lynx got their offense going. And so we'll see what they can do out in the outfield. If they want to make this comeback happen, they have to play perfect baseball here.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no problem.
And so, the spirits a bit higher here for Timmins as their dugout was completely silent down by 7. But now you see a bit more electricity in these boys. As they get 2 runs, they're back in it. Bit of life showing after that bottom of the 4th inning. So we'll see what they can do out in the field. Maybe a bit of momentum, as I said earlier, going their way. And so, we'll get the top of the 5th inning underway here. As leading things off for Oakville will be number 22. Is Ben Mundy.
Leading off for Oakville, number 22, Ben Mundy.
So we'll see what Mundy can do here. He steps up to the batter's box and we're off and underway here in the top of the 5th. So that's going to be ball number 1 as I was just inside. It still will be. They're still going with their guy, Kellen LaRochelle, at the mound here to pitch his 5th inning. That's going to be ball, as that one was just a bit high. It'll be ball number 2. We'll start this count off 2-0 for Mundy's at-bat here. I believe his 2nd of the game. This pitch delivered by LaRochelle. Down in the dirt will be ball number 3. So a huge lead here by Mundy in a 3-0 count. One more would spell him a walk and get him to first base, but we'll see if Kellen could battle back in this one as he's down by 3 right now in the count. Pitch delivered. That will be ball number 4. 4 balls in a row. Equal a walk for Ben Mundy. He'll take over to first base and get the running going for the Whitecaps with only 0 out still. So we'll bring Josh Fortin up to the plate here and try to advance this runner.
Josh Fortin.
At first, we'll see what he can make do. Pitch delivered way off. Runner's going to be able to advance easily over to second base. And he'll stay at the bag. And so that will be ball number 1. And Mundy over at second in a scoring position. Fortin pulls that one. Foul ball for strike number 1. We'll go to 1-1 in the count. So Fortin goes 1-1 after that foul ball. We'll see if he can square one up though. Still 0 outs here. Big leadoff over at second by Mundy. LaRochelle takes a good look. He's not going to throw it though. Throw to the back catcher. Good scoop. Throw to third as Mundy's already on the run. He's safe and sound. Good play there to go from one corner to the next. Ben Mundy's got himself at third base, and another single scores the Whitecaps another run and extends their lead even more. We'll see if Fortin can make it happen. As there's still 0 outs here in the top of the 5th inning, so lots of breathing room for the... And that's a huge hit ball right into center field. Runner goes home and is safe and sound as Josh was caught out in center field. And so a run will score for the Whitecaps. They're making it an 8-2 game here in the top of the 5th inning.
Now batting number 6, Bruno Frey.
So we'll go to Bruno at the bottom of the order here for the Whitecaps. That was going to be a bit high. Be ball number 1. As a run will score as Josh Fortin had a sacrifice fly all the way out in center field. Scores the run from third. Good hit there by Bruno right to the shortstop. The throw from the short to first is not there as that one got free from the glove of the first baseman, so that's going to allow Bruno to go to second off an error as that one just got free from the first baseman. So gets himself to second and in a scoring position as we go back to the top of the order with
9,
Luca.
Lasante.
Luca Lasante at the plate. And so we'll see what Luca can do here. A hard hit ball would add to this Whitecaps lead, which is now 6, the difference. Throw to second. He just gets back there in time. Good dive there by Bruno. As Lasharel just trying to test him. He'll be safe though. We'll go back to the at-bat with Luca Lesalante. Luca hitting top of the order. Gets that one right on the end of the bat. It will stay fair. Scoop from the back catcher. Throw to first is off the mark. And so that one's going to get free and go way down the line. And then Bruno will easily get home. And Luca's going to go all the way to third. And that one's going to get 3 from the third baseman. He's not going to decide to go home and try to get almost an inside the park home run. Nonetheless, he will get an RBI triple as the throw from the back catcher to first was way off the mark. It's a 9-2 game now going the Whitecaps' way. Well, the duck to get away from that one is Henry Cantor for his third at-bat of this game. At the plate now. As Cantor pitched a beautiful first 4 innings here for the Whitecaps. We'll see if he stays in it as we head to the bottom of the 5th after this. Take strike number 1 as that one found the corner of the strike zone. 1-1 count. Called from the ump. This pitch delivered. He will get contact and foul it back. Couldn't find it square though,
That's
so.
pitch 84, pitch number 84.
84 pitches into it for Kellen La Rochelle. He's getting deeper and deeper into his count. I believe the cap is 95, so he's getting very close to it. But nonetheless, Cantor 2 strikes to his name. Gonna foul that one back and stay 2 strikes against him. And so we'll see if Cantor can stay in it. He's battling everything off. A battle of the 2 pitchers, the 2 starting pitchers here so far. That will be a strike as that one catches the top of the zone. And that'll be strike number 3 against Cantor.
He's done. He's only allowed 85 pitches. He's 12 years old, so he's done.
And so, pardon me, it was 85 the pitch count. And so that will do it for the day for Kellen La Rochelle after 85 pitches. And we'll see who brings to the mound here. In replace of Kellen, he pitched about 4 2/3 here for the Timmins Lynx, and so that will end it for his day. He'll take over to first base, and we'll see who's going to come into this
Final
game.
pitch count for La Rochelle was 86 pitches.
So 86, the final pitch count goes very long length here for Timmins, and then replacing him will be Jack La Rochelle, it looks to be. So makes it easy enough with the same last name. I'm guessing they're brothers. So
Now pitching for Timmins, number 44, Jack La Rochelle.
so we'll see what Jack can do here. So he'll take to the mound, get a couple warm-up pitches in before we get back underway here in the top of the 5th.
Was that Lasante on third? I kind of lost track, you know?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got 2 runs scored? Is that what you have?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
And so he'll finish things up, and we'll see who's on deck here. It'll be Talon Harvey for the Whitecaps as he'll take a couple of warm-up pitches as he's going to be the first one to face Jack La Rochelle at the mound. And, well, we'll see if he can maybe get him a little cold. As you know, he's coming into this game in relief for Kellen La Rochelle. And so he only gets a couple pitches before he's off and underway and put in a situation with a runner at third. So we knew he's got to be almost perfect here as, well, the Lynx can't really afford to give up any more runs as they're already down by 7 getting into the later stages of this game. So Harvey will step up to the batter's box and we'll get this game back underway in the top of the 5th inning. Jack will just finish things up, talk to the ump before we get underway.
somebody for some reason. I don't care. He must have flight out or something.
Yeah.
That's what I Nice.
Yep. And so we'll see what Jack can do here. 2 outs, trying to find the final one. But with a runner at third, an opportunity for the Whitecaps to extend their lead and get into double digits here if they could find their runner home at third. And so that one will be, he'll have to, Talon Harvey will take a tumble down for ball number 1. So he'll have to get away from that one, so a 1-0 count. You wait the next pitch from La Rochelle. Pitch delivered. He's going to have to back away again for ball number 2. So Jack throwing him really close to Talon here early on. So a 2-0 count is what we have. That's Jack La Rochelle trying to get into his rhythm here early on. As that will be strike number 1, his first of his outing. We'll go to 2-1 in the count. As Talon didn't like that one, didn't decide to take a swing. 2-1 count, call from the ump. We'll see what Jack can do here. Delivers. Takes it inside for ball number 3. So a 3-1 count and 1 ball away from the walk, which would put runners in the corners. So we'll await the pitch and see what the outcome is going to be. Jack La Rochelle delivers that one. That one's going to be hit right to the shortstop. The scoop and the throw to first is there successfully to get out number 3 and strand the runner at third who is going home. And so we'll have a 9-2 game heading into the bottom
In
of
the
the
top
5th.
of the 5th inning, Oakville scores 2 runs on no hits, 1 left on base. After 4.5 innings of play, the score now is Oakville 9, Timmins 2.
So we'll see if Cantor
Pitch count
heads
for
back.
La Rochelle, 5 pitches.
We'll see if Cantor goes back to the mound for another inning of work here. And he does look to pick up that ball, and he does look like he's going to try to throw another inning here. As he's been very successful and very strong at the mound so far, only allowing 2 runs through 4. And if you're the Whitecaps, you're just trying to finish this game off. You have about 2 innings left to play here, and you have a big lead of 7. And so, if you're the Lynx, you get back to the plate. Another opportunity to try to crawl back in this game. They got 2 in the bottom of the 4th, and they have another opportunity to get some more here in the bottom of the 5th. And if you just need to get some runners on bases. If the Lynx can get their batting going early here in the bottom of the 5th, get some runners. Inning with Skyler leading things off here for Timmins.
Now batting for Timmins, number 88, Skyler Kashigan.
So we'll get this game underway. First pitch from Henry will be down in the dirt. Ooh, and the back catcher looked to take that one awkwardly. Time is called. He looks to be okay. Throw it back to the mound. Take a breather, take off the helmet. Nonetheless, will be ball number 1, but he is taking a knee here as he looked to get that one in an awkward spot as it bounced off the dirt and then went right at him. So he's going to take a breather as number 24 of the Whitecaps. And Talon Harvey, the back catcher there. Just down for a moment. We'll see if he does have to come out of this game or if it's just a little sting for a couple moments. As we hope he's okay, of course. And he does look to stay in it. He'll put his hat on, and eventually there it is. Put the helmet back on to stay in this game. Takes it like a true champ. As that one just caught him awkwardly off the bounce. So we'll get this game resumed. It's a 1-0 count after ball number 1. So that one will be fired in. He'll get contact and foul that one back. Right into the parking lot, but all cars are secure. So I'll count against a strike against him with the foul ball. We'll stay at a 1-1 count now. Skyler trying to find contact. He's going to get some contact on that one, but it will be fouled back. So he'll go 2 strikes against him now in a 1-2 count. And he's got to be careful. Protect anything over the plate as the Whitecaps try to find out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Skyler is the one leading things off. Pitch delivered by Henry. That one does get contact, but will not stay fair. Will just be fouled off just to the left. So a 1-2 count will stay at it. Quinn defending everything. Skyler defending anything off. Gets contact on that one. Fouled back once more. And that one ends up fouling back right into the parking lot. And cool. How many you need? So just getting some replace. I got one more now. Okay. And so the umpire just replenishing how many baseballs he has, and we'll get back in on our way in just a moment's time as we've had a couple be fouled back right into the parking lot, and we'll get this game back underway, I believe still at a 1-2 count as Skyler has fouled the last 3 balls back. He's just trying to find something fair. Pitch delivered off the plate for a ball. 2-2 is the count from the ump as Cantor trying to find the strikeout. Skyler playing tough baseball, though. Strike number 3, that is, though. Couldn't protect that one or get some contact. That'll be strikeout number 1. And the first out here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Whitecaps.
Now batting number 3, Sam Paye.
Brings up Sam Paye to the plate.
56.
And through 4 1/3, we see Henry Cantor at 56 pitches. Not that much, as he's not that much compared to how deep he is already into this game through 5 innings, almost through 5 innings. But Sam, this is his, I believe, second at bat of this game. Takes that one low for a ball. 2-0. The count called from the ump. Sam getting back-to-back balls. That one delivered. It's swing and a miss as Henry delivers that one through the strike zone. We'll go to 2-1 now. This Cantor's been phenomenal all night long. He looks to continue it. That one delivered. Finds strike number 2. That one's through the zone. We go to 2-2 now, and an opportunity for Cantor to find his second strikeout here in a row. If he can get one more through. Sam, gotta be careful. We'll see what he can do. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. Henry Cantor's on fire with his second strikeout here in the bottom of the 5th. And he's one more away from ending the 5th inning.
Skinner.
Brings up Adam Skinner to the plate, and we'll see what Skinner can do here. No runners on any bases with 2 outs, so he's going to have to do all the work himself, or at least start the work himself, if he's going to want to get some offense going. Swing and a miss. He had to reach for that one. Take strike number 1. So we'll start this count off 0-1. Skinner stepped back up to the plate. Cantor winds and delivers. Strike number 2 as that one catches the edge of the strike zone. And so he's one pitch away for Henry finding his 3rd consecutive strikeout. We'll see if he can deliver, which would be huge for the Whitecaps as they look to end their dominance of this game. Oh, it dipped, but it just didn't dip enough. Up calls ball number 1.
64 for Cantor.
1-2 count as Cantor's at pitch 64 and is looking to end it. That one's good contact right to Henry at the mound. Throw to first is an easy one. Gets the 3rd and final out of the bottom of the 5th inning. The Whitecaps have another scoreless inning and will head to the top
And the bottom of the 5th, 3 up, 3
of
down.
the 6th.
Score remains Whitecaps 9, Lynx 2.
So we'll head to the top of the 6th
Count
inning.
for Cantor is now 65 pitches.
And a 9-2 Whitecaps game. And 7 runs separating the two. We'll see who takes the mound, if it will be Jack LaRochelle, or if we'll see someone different. It looks to be Jack, as he'll stay at the mound, as he did only have 5 pitches there in the top of the 5th, so he'll see what he can do. As Timmins, they need to get going now. They are running out of time as we're in the last 2 innings of play here. And well, the Whitecaps haven't looked like they're going to slow down anytime soon. So if you're Timmins and you want to win game number 1 here, it is huge. Each game is huge for pool play. As you know, as soon as you get into those quarterfinals or semifinals, whatever we're going to have, I believe there's going to be semis and then a finals, as there's only 5 teams in this tournament. These seeding games are massive. You need to get huge wins. And so, we'll see who's going to lead things off here. For the Whitecaps, it looks to be number 4.
Okay, so no problem. There's no penalty, nothing. You just keep going on the batter. Yep. Okay.
And so, it'll be Austin Park, cleanup hitter
Leading
for
off the 6th inning,
the
number
Whitecaps.
4 for Oakville, Austin Park.
So we'll see what Park can do here. With 0 outs, a fresh new inning, a fresh new amount of outs. See if he can start the offense going here for the Whitecaps in the top of the 6th. LaRochelle delivers. That one's going to be ball number 1. It was as high and inside. So Park takes ball number 1. We'll go 1-0 in the count. As LaRochelle trying to get back into a rhythm, as he is pretty new into this game. He's 7 pitches in with ball number 2. We're at a 2-0 now in the count. As Park gets up early in this one. We'll await the pitch. Jack delivers, gets contact as Park decides to swing at that one. That one was way inside, so he won't get any good contact on it. Fouls it back. He'll take first strike. He'll go 2-1. As he'll head back to the plate and try to this time square it up into fair territory. As you know, Jack would love to find a strikeout here if he can make it happen. Pitch delivered, and that will be foul tipped. And will be a strike. So go 2-2 now. Good battle back by Jack. And we'll see if he can find a strikeout here as he's only 1 strike away. Or if Park can defend anything off over the plate. Pitch delivered. Good contact. Rips it right up the center field. Will get perfectly down through the gap. And it'll be a base hit for Austin Park. Leads the bats off in the top of the 6th inning for the Whitecaps. Gives them something to work with. Brings up number 14, Gavin O'Brien, to the plate. We'll see what O'Brien can do here.
Now batting, Gavin O'Brien.
So O'Brien, with the runner at first, just trying to advance him. We'll see what we can do. Pitch delivered. Will reach deep, low in the zone to get that one. He'll foul it off for strike number 1. We'll go 0-1 to start off O'Brien's count. As he really reached for that one, as that one was way inside. So an 0-1 count. La Rochelle. Gonna test Park at first. He'll be back at the bag away in time and be safe and sound. I'm trying to do a trick play over there. Is Kellen La Rochelle, but not gonna fool Austin Park at first, so we'll resume back at the plate. And an 0-1 count after he fouled the first one off. Delivers. Runner's going to go to second. That one's going to be hit right to the second baseman. Can't cradle it. Throw to first. Will not beat the runner. He's safe at first. Runner advances to second. And just like that, they'll get a runner in scoring position over at second base. And he'll be safe at first. So 2 runners on the bases for the Whitecaps. And an opportunity for them to get something going as they have a runner in scoring position over at second. Springs up Cameron Parker to the plate here. And we'll see what he can do with 2 runners on bases. First pitch delivered, and the at-bat will be way off for ball number 1.
Now batting for Oakville, Cameron Parker.
And we'll start this count off 1-0. As Parker had that huge diving effort out in left field all the way back in the first inning. It was a beautiful catch, and it really got the momentum going there for the Whitecaps. So we'll see what we can do from the plate. That one's going to be popped up, and runner's going to be forced to go back as he was on his way to third. And a great catch there by the back catcher to find the out off the pop fly in foul territory, so that will be out. And the biggest part is Austin Park was made to stay at second base as he couldn't go, as he was off the way stealing, had lots of speed on him, but he was forced to go back and tag up, so he'll stay at second. We'll have runners at second and first.
Caden Fiesta.
Brings Caden Fiesta up to the plate here. Pitch number 1, strike number 1 with a swing and a miss. We'll go 0-1 in the count. So an 0-1 count for Fiesta. That's La Rochelle at the mound. Trying to find a few outs. Now Park's going to go. Throw to third. Is not there in time. It was a little high, and Park has the wheels, and he'll be safe and sound at third base. So a base hit scores them a run. Another runner also advances to second, so we'll have 2 runners in scoring positions here for the Whitecaps. And an opportunity for Fiesta to really capitalize on a couple runs. We'll see what Fiesta can do here. Pitch delivered. Inside will be a ball. Be a 2-1 count here for Caden Fiesta at the plate. So he looks to get the Whitecaps in the double digits here as they're already at 9. But Jack La Rochelle at the mound, trying to get out of this inning and keep his team alive. That one's going to be cranked right to center field. It's going to find the gap between left and center. One run's going to score. Gavin O'Brien's going to go around third and go home as well. It's 2 RBIs and a double with a hard hit ball by Caden Fiesta. Makes an 11-2 game with 9 runs separating the 2. And the Whitecaps increase their lead even more as they're starting to run away with this one. Brings up Oliver Stackhouse to the plate. We'll see what Stackhouse can do here with a runner in scoring position over at second after that hard hit ball by Fiesta. Pitch delivered. Swung on and missed, but runner's going to easily get to third as Fiesta had so much pace on that run. So a base hit scores them another run, and that would make it a 10-run game, I believe, which I believe might even be the mercy rule as we are in the 6th inning. Pitch delivered. That's going to be a ball. He takes that one inside.
That's pitch 19 for La Rochelle, pitch number 19.
So La Rochelle is at 19 pitches through his pretty much inning of work. We'll see what Stackhouse can do here. La Rochelle winds and delivers. That's going to be a strike. It catches this outside of the strike zone. So it'll be a 1-2 count here. And an opportunity for Jack La Rochelle to find a strikeout here if he can get one more through the zone. We'll see if Stackhouse can battle against it, though, with a runner at third. That one delivered. He gets good contact. Scoot by the second baseman. It gets passed out to the outfielder. And another run will score as an RBI single for Oliver Stackhouse. Makes it a 12-2 game here for the Whitecaps, as it's 10 runs that separate the 2 now. And Nick Badenhorst
now batting number 15,
up to the plate.
Nick Badenhorst.
With a runner at first, just looking to advance them, but The bleeding still coming through here as the Whitecaps are adding run after run after run. Ball number 1. We'll start this count off 1-0 for Nick's at bat here. So a 1-0 count. So we'll await the pitch from Jack. Winds and delivers. That one will stay fair, it looks to be. Go right up the third base line. Runner's going to round second and go to third. And the throw is going to hold them runners at third and second. A double for Nick Banenhurst. Puts runners in both in scoring position at second and third. And another opportunity for the Whitecaps and Jude Dust Doyle at the plate to do even more damage. They're already up by 10 runs.
Now batting, Jude Dust Doyle.
We'll see what Jude can do here. Both runners in scoring positions. Pitch number 1 delivered. Going to be chopped right up to the second baseman. The scoop and the throw got to be perfect, and it is. And so a run will score, so a sacrifice play by Jude makes it a 13-2 game now. As he'll pick himself up an RBI nonetheless. Brings up Ben Mundy.
Now batting number
To the
22,
plate.
Ben Mundy.
We'll see what Mundy can do here. With a runner at third, another opportunity for them to pick up a run. All they need is a base hit, but there is 2 outs against them. Timmins would love to try to get out of this inning as they need to do it. Need to stop the bleeding somehow. Swing and a miss by Mundy. Strike number 1. Go to an 0-1 count. So Jack, through his inning of work, trying to get out of this one. A hard hit ball right into the gap between the infielders and the outfielders. Scores the Whitecaps another run. Ben Mundy an RBI single. It's 14-2 and 12 runs separating the two teams. And we'll hit Josh Fortin.
Now batting number 25, Josh Fortin.
And we'll see what Fortin can do here. With a runner at first. Just going to look to try to advance him here. As runner's going to go to second now, and Mundy's going to be safe and sound as the throw is way off. So he'll advance to a scoring position over at second base, and Fortin will get back to his at-bat there. Is now he's got something to work with here as the Whitecaps have really ran away with this game. It was, I believe it was 9-2, so 5 runs have scored so far in here in the top of the 6th, and Mundy's way off the bag. They're not going to try to test him, though. That's going to be a good hit ball right past the shortstop. We'll see if Mundy rounds third. He will. He's going home, and no throw will contest him. He'll get home in time. The Whitecaps make it 15 to their tally, really adding up the runs. And Josh Fortin with an RBI single finds himself at first base. And we'll hit the bottom of the order with Bruno at the plate now.
Number 6, Bruno Frey.
We'll see what Bruno Frey can do here. As Zach Lowershen trying to get out of this one. Bruno going to get contact, but it will be a foul ball just outside the third base line. This pitch delivered. Bruno going to foul that one back, so he's got contact on his last 2 pitches, but hasn't been able to find one in fair territory. So he'll go 0-2 now. An opportunity, a huge one. Jack, actually this is crucial. Jack needs to find a strikeout here. He cannot afford, well, to let any more damage come through. And here's the opportunity to do so. He's up in the count. Pitch delivered. That's going to be a good hit by Bruno. Get over top of the infield. Find a huge gap. Josh Fortin going to have all the time in the world around third. And he's going to get home as Bruno's going to go all the way to third. And he'll be safe and sound. It's an RBI triple for Bruno with a hard hit ball perfectly into the gap. And the Whitecaps continue their phenomenal top of the 6th inning. I believe this is 7 runs here alone. And with a runner at third, they're a base hit away from scoring another one. Goes back to the top of the order with Luca taking to the plate. We'll see what Luca can do here, as Oakville has really ran away with this game. And Timmins having a hard time getting out of this one. Pitch delivered. That one's going to be pulled and fouled just off the third base line for strike number 1. So Luca will go down 0-1.
I can meet you. He plays at Shannon's. We'll figure it out. Well, he plays at Shannon's. Yeah.
So an 0-1 count for Luca at the plate.
And you guys can meet me on, what road is that takes you to Garden?
This pitch delivered, finds the zone, and that will be strike number 2, so 0-2, and we're in another 0-2 scenario for Jack at the mound. He needs to find a strikeout here and stop the bleeding that is happening. We'll see if he can make it happen for Jack LaRochelle at the plate, at the mound. Pitch deliver will be up high, but the thing is, he got himself 0-2 up early, so he can afford to give out some balls. And it'll be ball number 1, we'll go to a 1-2 count. As Luca will step back up to the plate. This pitch delivered will be ball number 2, just outside the strike zone. We'll stay 2-2 now. We'll go to 2-2, pardon me. Good eye by Luca not to take a swing. He'll step back up to the plate here. About an hour 40 into this one. Pitch delivered down in the dirt. We'll get free for ball number 3. So moments ago we were 0-2. 3 balls in a row make it a full count for Luca at the plate. And a huge pitch incoming. A walk would put runners in the corners, but a strike would end the top of the 6th. Can Jack deliver? That one's going to be popped up. It looks like it might be going foul. It is spinning. We'll see what the call is. It's going to be called a foul ball right out in left field, and nobody could get underneath of it as you had 3 fielders chasing that one. So still at a full count here after Luca fouled that last ball off. Play resumed. We'll await the pitch. It's delivered. Gets contact on that one, fouled it right back. All the way into the parking lot, so he'll stay at a full count. Luca doing a great job protecting anything over the plate. He's deserved this full count with a runner at third. Base hit scores him another run. Ooh, and he will get fouled back. It hits the back catcher in the helmet. He looks to be okay, just shakes it off. And so we'll resume it back at the mound. Still in a full count. Great protection by Luca, but a decision has to be made soon. If he's going to get on base or if he's going to be struck out by Jack. Can Jack finish him off? Pitch delivered. Good contact right into left field. We'll see if the fielder can get underneath of it, and he can. It's in the glove successfully. We'll stop another run as Bruno gets across the plate, but it won't count off the out number 3 in the left field.
7 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. 1 left on base. After 5.5 innings of play, the score now is Oakville 16, Timmins 2. Pitch count for La Rochelle, 40 pitches.
So Jack LaRochelle, after his inning of work, at 40 pitches. It was a long top of the 6th, but we'll head to the bottom of the 6th now in a game that is 14 runs the difference.
Now pitching. Thank you.
Final pitch count for Cantor for Oakville was 65 pitches.
So that will do the end
Now
of the day
pitching
for Henry
Oakville,
Cantor.
number 21, Ray Fiesta.
As he pitched 65 pitches through 5 innings, only allowing 2 runs. A phenomenal effort by Henry.
Correction, Caden Fiesta.
And it will be Caden Fiesta.
It's his dad.
So it'll be Caden Fiesta at the mound to come in for relief and try to close out this game for the Whitecaps, as the team is up by 14. They really have a big lead, sitting comfortably, but we'll see if they can finish it off here as well. If you're Timmins, you got to do it now. There's not much ball left to play here, and if you're going to want to make any sort of comeback happen, it's pretty much do or die here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And so they'll finish up their warm-ups before we're back underway, and we'll see who's going to lead things off here for the Timmins Lynx in just a moment's time. So it'll be number 87, Bryce Ducharme, to lead things off.
Timmins, number 87, Bryce Ducharme.
See what Ducharme can do here. If he's going to want to get some sort of rally going, he needs to do it now. With a new pitcher coming to this game, we'll see if they can take advantage of that. Swing and a miss. That one was way inside. Had to even take a step back even to try to attempt at hitting that ball. Take strike number one, and so we'll go to no 1 count. As Fiesta trying to get up early with his debut at the mound. 0-1 count. Pitch delivered way off the plate. So that would be ball number 1. We'll go to ones across the board. So a 1-1 count with Ducharme's, I believe, 3rd at-bat here in this game. That one delivered way off again, almost the same location in the last one was at. So we go to 2-1 now. Ducharme takes back-to-back balls in a row. As the dugout tries to get Bryce going, a little bit of enthusiasm as they know what type of situation they're in now. Pitch delivered, down in the dirt again, 3rd ball in a row. Fiesta having a hard time finding the strike zone here early on, but his team has built themselves a very comfortable cushion that he has time to kind of warm up and get comfortable in this game. So a 3-1 pitch incoming. Ball 4 could be the walk. Nonetheless, it'll be strike number 2. Then we'll go to a full count scenario for Bryce Ducharme at the plate. Can Caden Fiesta finish him off, or can Bryce get on base? We'll have to find out in just a moment's time as Fiesta delivers. Off the strike zone will be a ball number 4, and it will be Bryce Ducharme over at first base. And a good start here for the Lynx. Exactly what they needed, a runner to work with.
Now batting, Blake Terrian.
Brings up Blake Terrian to the plate. As we hit bottom of the order. We'll see what Blake can do here with a runner at first. Just looking to advance him as we await the pitch from Fiesta. Going to test the runner at first, and he'll be safe and sound. A fast throw, but a good play there by Ducharme to get there easily back at the bag in time. We'll continue at the mound with Fiesta. Pitch delivered. Ball is a call. It was down in the dirt. So it'll be ball number 1 in Terrien's first at-bat of this, at-bat here in the bottom of the 6th. Next one's in there. Will be another ball as that one was just inside, they're going to call. So back-to-back balls here for Blake. We'll see if he can work with this. Next one's delivered. Going to be off again. Runner's going to go to second. And I believe he's going to be safe at the bag, as that one looked to actually get through to all the way to center field. So a steal from Bryce Ducharme puts himself in a scoring position over at second. We'll see what Blake Terrien can do here. Can he capitalize on a run with 0 outs and get something going here in the bottom of the 6th? Off the plate, ball number 4. I believe that's 4 balls in a row. Sends Terrien to first and puts 2 runners on the bases now. As Fiesta having a little bit of a difficult time finding the strike zone here. We go back to the top of the order, exactly where Timmins wants to be, with Chris Swartz at the plate. We'll have a mound meeting here as they try to figure out how they can get out of this game, as I believe if they do pitch a scoreless inning, that would do it due to the mercy rule. And so we'll see Chris step back up to the plate, and we'll get this bottom of the 6th resumed after the mound meeting. And so runner's going to be called out at second. And so a hidden ball trick over at second base gets the runner out at second, as we saw moments ago. And then we just saw that was Blake Terrien stealing second off that one. But yeah, a hidden ball trick gets the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And so we'll have a runner back at second as Blake got there in time. As we'll continue with Chris Schwartz's at-bat here as Fiesta steps back onto the rubber. This one delivered by Caden. Down in the dirt again, gets free from the back catcher. Runner's going to go to third, and he'll have lots of time to do so. And so just like that, a base hit scores the Lynx a run. We'll see if they can capitalize on it, as all they need is a base hit with Chris Schwartz at the plate. As you hear the dugout getting loud for Schwartz. This pitch delivered by Fiesta. That will be chopped. And it will get right to the mound. They're going to go try to play the play at home. He's going to be safe at the bag as Fiesta got that one in his glove and tried to make the play at home. Just couldn't put it on the mark. And just like that, the Lynx score a run and get their third on the board, which is just huge for them. Just trying to get some sort of offense going. Chris will get all the way to second.
Now batting, number 44, Jack LaRochelle.
Chris will get all the way to second as they try to go to make the play at home. We'll go to Jack LaRochelle, who pitched the last inning in 1/3 here for the Lynx. So with Jack in a runner at second for himself, time will be called, and so runner will be forced to go back to second off time. So La Rochelle will step back into the box. And we'll get this at-bat started here. After you call timed on the first pitch, we'll see if Fiesta could do. Pitch number 1, going to be off the play for ball, and runner's going to easily get over to first. To third. He'll take a little jog over there as he's safe and sound. So Chris, a base hit away from getting himself home. An opportunity for Jack La Rochelle to pick himself up an RBI single. And they'll have a mound meeting with Caden Fiesta at the mound, as he has kind of struggled here, as I believe there's only one out, and while a run has already scored and they have a runner at third, he's having a hard time finding the strike zone, it looks to be, for Fiesta. So So Caden will stay in this game at the mound. And we'll get this game resumed after the meeting. That pitch delivered. He's going to look for a bunt, and he will get contact. It was way far inside of his body. He had to move back, but still, he uses the bat and he just tips it off. So it will count as a strike with the contact on the ball. Look at the 2-1 count called from the ump. So we'll resume back at the plate. Pitch delivered. Will get contact right to the first baseman, and the throw to third off the catch, and the runner didn't tag up. Will be out number 3. A double play for the Oakville Whitecaps.
6th inning, no runs on the no hits, 1 error. Final score: Oakville 16, Timmins 3.
And so I believe that will do
Final
it
pitch count
for this game.
Fiesta was 17 pitches.
Off the double play, the Oakville Whitecaps win it 16-3 over the Timmins Lynx. The Whitecaps at around the 3rd inning saw a flip, a switch something just flipped, and the whole team just offensively was so strong, and they took this game away and won it by a difference of 13 runs, 16-3 the final score. As you see the handshakes come along, and we'll see if we see both these teams tomorrow. I believe one team will have a rest day, and we'll see if it's one of these teams. I'm not too sure, but nonetheless, we will for sure see both of these teams a couple of more times later in the weekend. The Whitecaps win this one in a dominant fashion over Timmins, 16-3. I've been Jacob Ewing. Thank you for watching.
I get that.
not a play.